What's so funny, TSM?
Yeah, tune in with April Showers on YouTube. Hey, talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that share, subscribe. And let's make Miss April ours. You know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything. You know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything.
Gather, how you doing? Can you hear me? Let me drop the link. Can you hear me? Hold on. Okay, let me drop the link. First, I want to say rest in peace to Sanquella Robinson. And I hate social media. The way they tried to spin the narrative. But of course, we found out everybody's not your friend. Hey, James Money. I posted the link. In breaking news, we got a gunman killed 5 at LGBT nightclub in Colorado Springs before patrons conformed and stopped him, police say. I want to say this before I read the article. We have no heaven to really put anybody in. None of us are on this earth. We are all just finding our way. And this is awful. So a 22-year-old gunman entered an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs, Colorado, killing at least 5 people and injuring 25 others before patrons confronted and stopped him, police said Sunday. The suspect in the shooting at Club Q was identified as Anderson Lee Aldrich, according to Colorado Springs Police Chief Adrian Vasquez. He used a long rifle in the shooting, and 2 firearms were found at the scene. At least 2 people inside the club confronted and fought the gunman and prevented further violence. Vasquez said, "We owe them a great debt of thanks." Police said they were investigating whether the attack was a hate crime and noted Club Q's relationship with the LGBTQ community. Club Q is a safe haven for our LGBTG citizens. Every citizen has a right to feel safe and secure in our city, to go about our beautiful city without fear of being harmed or treated poorly. Club Q is devastated by the senseless attack on our community and thank the quick reactions of heroic customers that subdued the gunmen and ended the hate attack. This is awful. No matter how we might feel, nobody deserves to be shot and killed, beaten and killed. I'm going to tell you, it's too much darkness going on in this world. Again, we do not have a heaven or hell to put people in. So they interviewed some people, and some people, they thought it was the music. So they kept in, and here people was getting shot to death. Again, another senseless killing, and we do not have a heaven or hell to put anybody in, regardless of these people's lifestyle. They have people that love them, and this is sad. Whoa. So this is a place where drag queens go. Everybody that's part of the I say alphabet people because they got so many alphabets now, and they don't deserve this. Again, in America, there is a darkness. Hello, love and live show. Together we break the chains. And Michelle, I want to say, I'm thankful for those people that stopped him. Too bad nobody's Shanquella Robinson from being killed. Hey, Patty Southern Kitchen, are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? I know you thirsty. down in that kitchen, honey? Are you doing any bacon patty? Any of them good old sweet potato pies and carrot cake and red velvet cake? What about you together? What about you, Michelle? Are you baking too? Love and live show? Get together. I don't understand why there is so much hate in this world. We are placing so much emphasis on people, their religion, their lifestyle. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Derek, how are you doing? Again, these people, they have people that love them, regardless of their lifestyle. Who made me judge and jury to judge these? And who made this man judge and jury to go shoot up these people? How are you doing this wonderful evening, dear? Together, there is so much hate in this world. Uh, it's unbelievable. I would have never thought that I would be seeing all of this stuff that's going on in the world. Friends killing a friend on the vacation, beating, killing a woman to death, people shooting in their club, school shootings. Yes, Patty's Southern Kitchen and more. The act of violence and hate is dead wrong. They are somebody's loved ones. And we all have family. We all got family members. These people got loved ones. Hey, Tamika, again, I'm going to say I have no heaven or hell to put anyone in for this man to go in this nightclub. It's pure. Okay, Pat, you say you cooking, but you not baking any cakes and pies from scratch. How you doing, Tamika? Have you started cooking your Thanksgiving dinner or baking yet? Boy, it's about time of year. I really miss my mom. She would call me and say, "Who all's coming over for Thanksgiving?" and she was baking. My mother didn't allow us in the kitchen. She was cooking. So I've been cooking too, but I can't throw down like my mama. Derek Iverson says, I'm well just thanking God for life and praying for us all. This world is a mess. Um, the world is fine, Derek. It's the people in the world. So yes, um, together, are you able to come up on the panel tonight or anybody? I'm gonna drop the link. So tonight, the American Music Awards are on, and then there's the verses with 50 Cent versus the game. And then again, you can also check out some of the YouTubers that are talking about the Bible and this word because right now, this world, well, rather the people in this world, we can't be judge and jury. We are supposed to know. I don't know who raised these people that have this faith, but this is awful. My condolences to all of the families of these victims and those that were injured. And again, we have no heaven and hell to put these people in. And a lot of people, they go to these nightclubs just to dance. Everybody that was in this nightclub, they just go out to have fun. They aren't part of the alphabet. They're not an alphabet person, but they like to go to the nightclub for dancing and stuff. So it's just unbelievable, yet believable, since we have so much hate in the world that people feel like they can kill everybody because they don't like something about them. Who raised you people? You passing judgment on people? You're not God. Hey, Atman. Yes, dear. Only God is the righteous judge. I pray for the family of the hurt. This world, man, it's the people in this world that have decided to judge and get some demonic spirit where they go out and kill people. People are taking people's lives. We need prayer. I don't care what religion you are. It's taught to love. And just a human being should just love. Now, I hope this gunman gets a lot of time. I hope the Mexican authorities find the people and send them back to Mexico that killed Shanquella. I don't care under any circumstances. And I had to catch it myself. They said, oh, she might be a man. Oh my God, what's she doing with $10,000? At the end of the day, it does not matter. Her life was, she did not deserve to die. I am so glad that I grew up in the time that I did, where I was taught to love and respect everyone, from the local bus that hung at Southtown, which is no longer to the upper echelon who thought they were all. Those people have the same problem we have. They have the money to cover up. Again, another sensitive and disunited snakes of divided America. America, maybe it's time to give us reparations until you do by people, black people, African Americans that built this country. I don't think America will. Hey, lady, how you doing,
Oh, child, I'm hanging in there like a stamp on the letter.
girl? This is too much.
It is. It is.
It's too much.
I didn't hear about the nightclub thing. I'm shocked because I'm just hearing that from you.
Yeah, on Google,
Hello,
they
everyone.
give me updates.
Yeah, it's sad. I feel like, and this is just my opinion. I feel like if they were to put stiffer charges on these people, they will be um, really cautious not to commit the crimes that they're committing because it seems as though okay, there's a guy out here in California. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but there was some policemen that were on their morning workout routine. There's like 25 of them, and this dude intentionally ran those policemen down. It was 25 of them. I don't remember how many were hurt. I think a couple of them are in critical condition. Do you know they let this dude out of jail? And this is why they
Oh yeah,
continue.
I saw that.
Yeah,
They were
this is
enslaved.
yeah, this is why they continue to commit the crimes that they're committing because there is no real consequence behind their actions. So if I can go in the store and rob your store, and they say, okay, here's a ticket, come back to court, and I decide not to come back to court, you're not going to come after me because you're not showing that you care that I committed the crime in the first place.
Now, much as I don't like some of the police officers, I don't wish this on nobody.
Right.
Like, this is crazy. But yeah, a lot of police officers are crooked, but not every last one of them. And these people
Right.
were in training, trying to protect the citizens in their community.
Right.
A lot of them start off good, but we're not even going to talk about the bad ones. We're going to talk about the good ones that's
Right.
trying to make a difference out here. They did not deserve to be mowed down
No, they didn't.
to help protect the citizens of their community.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. This is becoming too much. I'm still thinking about Shanquella, and then here this hoping
Yeah.
they find these people
Yeah, they
and
they
pray.
um they said that the FBI has now gotten involved, and if I'm not mistaken, there was a threat to remove funding from Mexico if they don't change that certificate, and they're in the process, I believe, of changing that certificate. And so um, they're going to have to expedite them back to Mexico, which I hope that they go to the deep, dark jungles of Mexico, the worst prison in Mexico, and have to live their days out in Mexico. Because this right here, you and I watched a young lady that did a live, and she was making comments about Shanquilla's sexuality. Now there is more coming out stating that Shanquilla was and is indeed a female, because they showed her in cheerleading outfits and a number of things, and she currently had a boyfriend that was there at the celebration of life. So I think it's really sad how people come up with stuff. Like I was telling people at one point, she kept saying she saw a thing between her legs, and I was explaining to someone at one point, Meg the Stallion, when she was fairly new, she was up on stage and she was shaking her rear end, and the angle that the young lady was videoing the camera, it looked like Meg the Stallion had a male part that popped out, and everybody was so sure that she was a transgender woman, and even the alphabet community thought that she was. But then when you looked at it again, and people that have bigger televisions that slowed it down, it was her behind flapping when she was twerking, and it looked like it because she has so much rear end. So this young lady that you and I listened to said, I know for a fact, she said she knew for a fact that Shanquilla was, you know um transgender. But when I looked at the pictures, and there was a doctor that did breast augmentations, and he said um, that is a natural woman's breast. No, when you get your breasts done, your breasts sit up high, and they stay up high and perky. They don't fall down like hers did, like a natural woman. So she just had strong features. She looked just like her dad. So it's really sad that that girl was not even, buried and respected before people started coming up with these disrespectful narratives.
And at the end of the day, because I had to catch myself, Because I'm like, oh my God, now they saying still born. It didn't matter. She did not deserve to be beaten and killed.
Mm-mm.
And so I hope they catch him. The thing of it is, we never gonna know the truth. That's what I don't like. We'll never know the truth.
But you
And
know what? A lot of people,
I'm gonna tell you, her murder reminded me of the movie Juice. Remember when Tupac killed that guy and went to the funeral and the home?
yeah, yeah,
See, I was like, this is too much. It's too much.
it is.
Too much going on. Too much hate.
But now this boy, the one that was supposed to be best friend, um, everybody has the same thought pattern that I have. And the first thing I said was, wait a minute, you played soft music and rubbed her head. With that type of injury, your lifespan is 15 minutes or less with the type of injury that she suffered. You mean to tell me that she willed every bit of her being to stay alive a whole nother day until you got there so that you could rub her head and console her? No, you did not. I believe that that dude actually had intercourse with her. I really believe it. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel that way so strongly that if you play, and you know, I even asked a number of males, they were like, what? Play soft music, rub her head? That sounds like some sexual stuff to me. And I didn't even tell them why I was asking them the question. And that's the first thing that came out of their head. Sound like you was going to get some action. You know, I said, see, that's exactly what I thought. And I think that that guy probably liked her and she didn't like him. She wasn't feeling him. But if he said he got there the next day, I
Which
believe
was
he
a
set the
lie.
whole what's his name? Nazir. I believe he knew what was going to happen because he never wanted to show the time and the date that he arrived. He held his ticket, but he covered the time and the date. That was very, very strange. You were there, buddy. You were there. And
Yeah.
allegedly,
See, those
allegedly,
ain't friends.
huh?
People need to start saying her enemies. Now, see,
Right.
you got patrons that done subdued this guy with the rifle, killing folks in the nightclub, but nobody stopped him from being killed.
That's what I'm saying. It was a setup.
Yeah.
It was a setup. And then you steal money from her. Oh, wow. Wow. You go to a whole hotel and then you pay your trip to come back early because they had to pay to come back early because the trip wasn't over. You stole the girl,
Yeah.
you got her designer stuff. All her designer stuff is still missing. They said they brought her luggage back, but her designer purse and all that good old stuff is still missing, according to the mom and the sister.
Yeah. And we'll never know the truth. That's
You know
just it.
what? They said they believe there's more video that the FBI is telling them send to me, but not post on social media. They said they feel they and her dad said she slept naked. That was her normal thing. She slept naked. That's probably why she was naked. He said that's the way she slept.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their way of sleeping. Some
Yeah.
people sleep with all the lights cut off, and that's their right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
people that sleep with music playing. I couldn't do that. I need quiet.
Oh, girl, I've been sleeping to some of these sounds on YouTube. Mm, yeah,
This is really unfortunate. Like, where's the hate coming from? That's what I can't understand. If a person is transgender, LBG, okay, alphabet, that's your business. As long as you're not trying to impose it upon me and push it upon me and mine, and you're the alphabet people, and you're doing your own thing, minding your business, why would I come bother you? There's no reason for it. There's no cause for it. Because remember a while ago they had one, I believe, was it out here in California or was it in Florida? Didn't they have one in Florida a while
yeah,
back? Yeah, my son, that was his best friend. One of the guys that departed in that incident. It was one of my son's best friends that he knew his lifestyle, but he said he never disrespected me, he never pushed it on anybody, so my son took it really hard, and I just don't understand
and
it.
everybody in that nightclub, they wasn't an alphabet person. Some people
Right.
just like to go to the clubs and dance to music and everything, just
I
to get out.
Right. I went to a few of those clubs before, and those folks can party. I had a blast partying. I knew what they was into, and they knew I wasn't that way. Oh, I had a blast. You know, and that's the crazy part. Why would you do that to people? What is wrong with you? Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah,
It's
Patty,
very
it's
sad.
very.
These
And
folks are
again,
losing their minds.
they have people that love them, people that they were helping. They meant something to somebody. So, the article that I read was from CNN. You guys can go and look on Google. And right now, America, the United Snakes of Divided America. I'm really, they need to pay us reparations. America got clout. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like they're not gonna give us no reparations because one,
Me too.
I'm
I
I'm
could
not
think
I'm sorry, Miss April. I am being so distracted. My husband and my son is in there having an argument. A 4-year-old is arguing with a grown man. I'm so sorry. I'm getting
oh, that's
distracted. But you know what? The sad part, Miss April, is this. Let's say they give us reparations. I'm gonna be very honest, and this is my opinion, and I'm gonna stand on it. A small percentage of us, if we get reparations, a small percentage of us, okay, will go out and do something productive, try to put ourselves in a better position, leave something for the future, maybe open, depending on the amount. Let's say they give us all each $1 million. A small percentage of us will take that money and try to create more income, set some stuff up, where we might open up some businesses or things like that. But you'll have a great number of black people that will go out and buy gold chains. They'll go buy designer clothes. They'll go buy the nicest cars, and they're not going to even think about purchasing a house. They're going to be in an apartment, doing the same old stuff. And when all their money gone, they're going to be sitting there looking at this stuff, while the small percentage of us will have taken that money and done something that will continuously bring us in income. So that's what a lot of, like, even with the PPP loans, even with the stimulus package and things like that. I know a guy right now, he got a PPP loan, and before that, he got a stimulus package. He and his wife held on to that money, and they ended up opening the first black fish store in my city, and they're getting a lot of business. And he said a lot of his other friends went off and bought cars, gold chains, designer clothes, and they're behind in bills. Like, really, you could have took that money. They bought TVs and all this stuff. You could have took that money and caught up on all your bills. That's what it was for. You could have caught up on all your bills. But I guarantee you, a small percentage will go out there and just blow their money and make Louis Vuitton rich, Balenciaga, Tommy Hilfiger, Prada, Gucci, whoever. They're gonna take that money and go out there and try to outdo one another. They're not going to invest it in themselves or in their future. They're not going to think about putting that money up in college funds for their kids. They're not going to think about any of that. So if they give it to us, they'll be like, watch it. They're going to give it back to us. Watch, they're going to give it back to us. Only a small percentage.
Well, honey, they can give it to me, and what I decide to do is my business.
I'm
But
not saying that. I'm saying that if you was to get reparations, do something with it. Don't just go out there and buy all this frivolous stuff. Do something productive with it.
oh my goodness, I didn't know one of our YouTubers, Fat Ninja DM Pat. Oh
Say what?
wow,
Who?
uh, uh, a YouTuber by the name of Fat Ninja. He passed.
Oh wow, I've
Wow,
never heard of him.
yeah.
I never heard of
Steve
him.
Gilmore posted on his community
Oh,
wall.
rest in peace.
I'ma
Wow.
tell you people what the world needs now is love, sweet love, 'cause there's too much hate going on in the world. Too
Mm-hmm.
many judgmental people. Y'all are not God. And this is just awful. This is awful. I mean, every day I wake up, school shooting. Hey, the campus here say we school shootings. I mean, you know, they're taking them out one by one. You know,
Right.
and this is awful. It's awful.
There's no respect anymore.
Well, like I said, the people in the world are so judgmental. You know,
Yeah.
they sit around, they don't realize while you're sitting around talking about people, children are listening, teenagers are listening. Patty say, I agree that some will mess up the money, but I feel we still should get the money. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of them. I'll probably go buy a car. and pay for it. I'm too old to be trying to do anything else. But for the young people to try to invest, they should do that. hmm So, yeah. Girl, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
Well, I have 25 to 30 people coming.
Whoa.
Um,
Hey,
yeah.
DJ Chuck.
Hey, DJ. Um, I'm cooking the greens and I'm making the turkey, but you know me, I'm on this bacon thing, so I'm probably gonna make some cheesecake, like little square cheesecakes that people could just pick up because you know I don't want everybody touching everything. I'm weird like that. I'm gonna probably
Mhm.
make some little pecan pie squares, cookies for the kids, and you know stuff like that, and put it on the tray. Because I don't like people like taking knives. I don't know if you washed your hands. I don't know if you touched your hair. I don't know what you did. So if I put them in little trays and cover it up, and you can take your individual like little lunch tray, you know, little plastic containers that I put them in. That way I don't have to worry about you contaminating, touching other people's food. You know, we had a guest yesterday and I made some cookies and I didn't know the little boy was sick. He was coughing and sneezing. I'm like, you got to do something with this. You got to do something with this. I just can't. I'm one of those people. I can't
No, what you
stand.
do is keep you some hand sanitizer
I
at
did.
the table. Uh-huh.
Child almost
I
sprayed that
know
little
some
boy with some
people, you go
Lysol.
to their house, they hand you a mask and hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
many diseases out now, people. And
Mm-hmm.
here in Chicago / Joliet area, we have had cold weather. When I tell you it's been cold up here,
I believe you.
girl, honey, check this out. They give me some reparations. I probably would buy me a summer home in a real mistake. Yeah,
I don't
because
blame
this
you.
cold weather not gonna kill me. Mm-mm.
I don't blame you.
This cold weather not gonna kill me. Hey, DJ Chuck, anybody that has come in Colorado Springs, Colorado, we had a gunman that entered the LGBTG community nightclub, shot and killed 5 people, injured 25 people, and thankful for the gunman. I mean, thankful for the people who confronted the gunman.
Right.
That took a lot of courage, and I know
Sure.
they had to plead Jesus before they went to go fight the devil.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's too much leniency with these folks. It's too much leniency. They don't feel like they gonna get that harsh of, you know, that they're not gonna get that pop upside the head. They feel like they're gonna get that little tap on the shoulder, like don't do it again. If they put it back where it was, where you get those harsher, you know, sentences, and you know they lay down the law on your butt and throw the book at you, them folks will start acting like they got some sense, get some act right in them. But right now,
Girl, they
like,
don't care.
huh?
They don't care. The man that did the shooting here at the parade in Highland Park, in the fluent suburb of Chicago. Girl, they don't care. They're not even scared to go to jail now.
Right, because it's like a vacation.
Yeah, they're not scared to go to jail. Prison, let alone.
Right. Man, this is sad.
um, My prayers go out to the family because
Yes,
regardless of their lifestyle, they are still human beings.
exactly. Exactly. They need to do
Mm,
something. They need to do something. We need to, people need to get together, rally, write petitions, and get on these people's bumper, like real tough. Like enough is enough. Like really, enough is enough, And not only that, you have, you know, I don't know. And they try to blame everything on mental illness. Not everything is mental illness. Some people sit around and plot and they're just so evil, and they'll say that they have mental illness. And that's why I said in a bunch of my videos, show me proof, show me you know appointments, show me medication, show me counseling meetings, show me all that stuff. And don't just say, oh, that person suffers from mental illness, and there's no record, they're not showing any type of help they've ever gotten. Get somebody that's not easily pushed over, like a real hardcore psychiatrist and therapist that can interview this person and say, hey, that person is just a lying, manipulative dog. They want to hide behind mental illness. No, some people are just outright evil. Just outright
Well,
evil.
they cut a lot of the mental illness funding. And a lot of people don't want to face the fact that mental illness is real.
Well, I
Mm.
know for California, um, sometimes they drop the ball, but I worked in mental health for years, and so there's in every police department, they have what we call out here a pet team. And what happens is, if you call in and say this person is having a mental health crisis, they're going to send the police, and the police that have been trained to deal with people that have mental illness. And so that's a beautiful part about out here. They have that service, but you have some police that will try to step ahead and try to handle a person that has mental illness. And those are the police that are getting in trouble, because they let you know, if you come up on a family and they say this person is suffering from a mental illness, you are supposed to de-escalate until the pet team arrives. You're not supposed to be the problem. You're not supposed to make them feel threatened. If they are hallucinating, you know, like when one of my trainings were, they put these glasses on me, and I forget what they call them, like virtual reality type glasses. They put them on me, and so they put the earphones on me so that I can experience what a person actually goes through. And so what happened was, I was walking, but I was moving a little bit. They were like, move, you don't have to really walk. So the person ordered a pizza, and when they delivered the pizza, I walked over to the counter, and they were helping me because I was bumping into stuff, because I couldn't really see where I was going because I was in this video. And so they walked me to the table, and they was like, put it down, and I put it down. And so and he said, open it, and I opened it. Before they showed me what the person that had a mental illness saw, I saw a regular supreme pizza, and it looked really good. But then they said, now we're going to show you what a person that's affected with a severely mental illness sees. And when I opened the box the second time, I saw all kinds of like worms and you name it, and I jumped really hard, and I snatched it off of my head, and I was just like, oh my God, oh my God. So those people that are really suffering, you have to learn how to de-escalate. You can't just come because they're going to look at you like another simulation I did. A person was just walking up to me trying to talk to me, and I saw a bunch of weapons in their hand when they didn't have anything in their hand. So that's why they're trying to train these policemen out here to de-escalate when a mental health call comes in saying that somebody's in trouble. And I think it should be worldwide that these police should be trained to de-escalate until they can get some real help. So it's really sad. It's like they're, oh God, it's just so sad. Hold on a second, I gotta deal with something.
Okay. Again, we're just generally talking about the shooting in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Um, it's unfortunate that a kid thought that it was okay to go and kill someone that's a part of the LGBT community. We are not judge and jury people, but again, a lot of things are taught. Kids hear adults talking about what they don't like. Some hate, some hate, uh, do not condone hate. And first of all, never heaven or hell to put anybody in. Patty, I was trying your little thing that I had to do, so it's in here. I hope everyone is prepared to have a great Thanksgiving. Cherish the time that you spend with your family and friends, the real friends that you have, and the real family that you have. Life is too short,
Yes,
and I
yes.
do get it for some people who don't go around their family. I get that as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. So
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to be with my family.
That's good.
Mhm.
Are you gonna cook anything? Are you gonna bring anything?
No.
Or you just gonna go grub, huh?
Uh-huh.
I know that's right. But I
Look,
noticed something about you, Miss April,
hey,
is
Whistler.
this Shinquilla thing has really taken a toll on you, and I see how it has really, really affected you. Um, the night that we were talking, and I saw how it really affected you, and I just want you to, just I don't
Girl,
even
because
know what to say.
I went through, I had memories. I had a woman to leave me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So I had to relive their memories. And you know that woman sent me a friend request on Facebook. I won't even tell y'all what my response was.
I can imagine it.
Those are you ain't no friend. I don't even want you to be my Facebook friend.
Right.
You dirty. I just
Hmm.
done had some experiences. with some dirty people that claim they was my friend. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was affected.
Yeah,
Because everybody ain't your friend.
that's true.
They're not
That's
your,
true.
and you can be the nicest person in the world, and people still gonna dog you out. It's not fair. But
They
and
take
then
kindness for weakness.
people say, "Look, get over it. You
Mm-mm.
know, it just happened. You know, the one that's so many years ago. No, I ain't forgot.
Right.
I'd have forgave, but I ain't forgot. And you didn't experience the hurt after. So
Mm-hmm.
don't tell me what I shouldn't talk about, how I should
Right.
let something go. Because it's all kind of things that come up and triggers the person.
Mm-hmm.
And this Shanquella situation, really made me see, like, I just felt her pain. Because everybody ain't your friend. Retro arcade music, man, I'm doing fine. A lot of these murders, women being beat to death, being with friends, triggered a lot of emotions in me. Yeah. So only the strong survive, they say. And in this world that we live in, you gotta be a strong person. So that's why together it affected me. Because of course anybody that has been hurt and betrayed by friends, well no, they not friends, they enemies. I'm sure this triggered a lot of emotions in people. I'm human too. I have feelings. And so thank God I didn't feel. But some of the things that had happened to me by friends and family have hurt, so they didn't kill me physically, but they killed my spirit. So, but it's not going to stop me from being the person that I am. But, yeah, my Facebook post today was, I've been left before. Rest in peace, Inquella.
That's
If
deep.
you go somewhere with somebody, you're supposed to leave with them.
Yes, you
And,
are.
and no matter what. Yeah. So this Shanquella murder, did it trigger things in you
Yeah, it
together?
did. It made me think about the time my niece left me and had a nerve to try to come back around. Didn't know, I didn't know this individual, that took me home, and I had to hold on to the door. I was really frightened because at the time I lived in a mountainous area, and he could have like snapped and just pushed me out the car, and I could have rolled down the mountain, and it would have been over for me, you know? So anything could have happened on my ride back home with a perfect stranger. So yeah, it triggered me, and I've also been dreaming about it because I feel like why nobody help her. You know, me, I dreamed that I was there and I was like, no, stop. So yeah, it really affected me that these people were so heartless, and then you're such a they're so narcissistic that they literally sat in front of the mother's face, lied, ate dinner with her, did some he did some reminiscing and laughed and giggled with the family as though he was trying to console them all the time. You know exactly what happened to this baby. You know what happened. And one of the
Dirty
things
low
that,
down.
yeah, one of the things that I saw last night was it was someone talking about it. Her death certificate is not even signed by the actual doctor that did the examination. They had to translate it from Spanish to English. And so there was a word they used, um, necropsy or something like that. I think that's what it's called, necropsy. That's what you use to describe an animal. So I don't know if that was a word because they use a different word in Spanish and they translated it to English. Then they said they found her in the living room. This guy said that she was in the restroom. So there's no way she could have been in the restroom when after that initial slam, she moved no more. You can't move after that, you know. And then you call dad talking about you need $5,000. $5,000 for what? Talking about the nurse came, and then the what do you call it, the maid and all this stuff. None of it made sense to me. Absolutely none
And
of it.
then they put this narrative out. Social media, y'all ain't right. They put the narrative out that the person that slammed her was transgender.
Right.
I mean, when I report from the New York Post, the New York Times, or CNN.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to bring facts.
They need to be
That's
ashamed of
what
their
the
self.
news radio was about,
Hmm.
to bring facts to the
Yeah.
best of my ability.
Yeah. And for that one person that you and I listened to, she said she stands on what she said about this baby's sexuality. So now if the parents happen to hear, and I'm telling her, if she's listening, if the parents hear what you said, that there was a sausage between that girl's legs, and it's not true, and you stand on it, you get ready for a defamation lawsuit, because there's no way you should be telling somebody that you stand on something when the video is not that clear. The video is fuzzy in certain angles. Be careful what you report on, because you will be held accountable and liable for putting out false information about people. So,
Well,
you
the
know
thing
that,
of it is it don't even matter.
right. No, it
A
don't, but it do
person
at the
was
same
murdered.
time. At the same time, it does matter because you're defaming this person, you know, and the girl wasn't even buried properly yet before you put this narrative out. You got to be careful. And if we do find out
Yeah,
she had one, then okay, fine. Then so you were right.
yeah.
But let the girl get buried first before you start throwing these narratives out and doing your investigation. I don't want to talk about somebody before they get laid to rest, you know. And there's a gentle way that you can do it. You know, you guys, I think I saw that. I may not I may be unclear, but could this be the reason why? Would this be a reason? Do it softly. The person has been, you know, murdered. Be gentle, for heaven's sakes. It's not that important to get out
Well,
a
they don't
story.
have no respect for the dead.
Right, right.
I mean,
Exactly. So,
no respect for the dead.
or the living.
And while they talking, they better hope her spirit don't come haunt their ass.
Child,
Mhm.
you is funny. You is funny.
Shoot.
Wow.
Mhm. And I pray
Yeah,
for
like
those people and
the
her
ones that
sister.
injured her.
I
I
said I
pray they
pray for
turn their
her family.
yeah. Yeah, I pray
And
they
they
turn
raised
themselves
a
in,
lot of money
and
on
it's
their
still going up
GoFundMe.
too. Yep.
And if they raise $1 million,
Good.
it's okay. If people
Yep.
want to give them $1 million,
Good.
because
That'll
what
be
has happened to them and their daughter in dealing with this, I hope they keep God or they higher power first in their
mhm.
life. Cause honey, this is too much.
You know what my
It's too
thought
much.
is? My thought is this, Miss April. I believe someone made the statement between May and June that Shanquilla planned this vacation, because when you have a timeshare, you have to wait your turn to get that spot. So
Mhm.
I feel like this. They knew exactly what they were going to do to her, and they felt like if I do it in another country, then I won't get in trouble. But if I did what I wanted to do in America, I would get in trouble. So they did not understand the power of social media. And allegedly, the one of the girls that fought the baby sent the video to a friend, and a friend saw the video and was not pleased, and that is how it was leaked. It was like she was bragging about what had happened, but the friend wasn't pleased about it. So it's alleged that one of the friends leaked the video. So
Can
kudos if
everyone
that's
please
true.
hit that like, share, and subscribe button?
Yes.
Odom's Homestead, you are so correct. No compassion left in this world.
Yep.
I'm glad her friend leaked that video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
That's what they were saying, that a friend was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and leaked it like, and that's how, because they weren't going to release the information, but it's people that was reported that it was people that they sent it to that leaked it like, no, they did not agree with what happened.
Yeah.
Once the girl said she didn't want to fight, it should have been over. That should have been it. Now, if she did something to me, I probably would have slapped her and told her to stay away from me and don't talk to me. And I wouldn't have said nothing to her the whole time. But I'm not going to just keep jumping on you and you're not fighting back. What kind of fool are you? What kind of fool? That's a coward. She's a coward, because if that little girl would have got up and started putting hands back on them, then they would have probably tried to lie and say that, she was the aggressor, but she wasn't. She just got up. Her dad said it must have been about 6:30 in the morning or something like that. It was still very early. That man
Well,
is broken. His pain is radiating through everybody. Everybody feels his pain. Everybody.
yeah.
He
And
said, I
then
won't even be able to
there's
walk my
another thing.
daughter. I won't even I can't even walk my daughter down the aisle. She won't be able to give me grandbabies. That's not something that a person that's transgender will be able to do for you. So, and then she had other pictures of her when she was little. She had pictures of her in cheerleading outfits. So that's why I'm like, I'm upset with that narrative that was pushed forward. Also this I really pray they catch him. They said that Nazir ran wherever his child's mother is. I don't know what state it is, but he ran that way. And the other girl, all three of them, all the girls are gone. They
Well, he
ran.
ain't ran nowhere if they know where he at.
Well, that's what they said. Allegedly, that's where he went. And they said allegedly the girl that was hitting on her, the first girl, allegedly she went to a family member's house, but they put out that if you are allowing her to stay with you, anybody that's allowing these people to stay with you, you are aiding and abetting criminals, and you're going to be prosecuted right along with them, because that's a crime to aid and abet anyone that you know committed a crime. Lovely said,
Hey, wellness.
can you put up yeah, that part of them going over to Mexico and committed that crime reminds me of the Nature Boy cult. Yep, and how they was over there, and the lady died over there with them too. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Nature Boy's a nutcase.
Oh, yeah. Everyone, please hit that like and subscribe button.
See, that's the thing. When people get um, murdered over in Mexico, they really don't care, because, like they said, they got a black market out there where a lot of tourists ends up missing, and they take their body parts and play them out there place them out in the black market, and it's a lot of that. I heard a dude that was in the military. Him and his wife was sitting together, and one of their friends' wives disappeared, and they were searching high and low. They said they was walking, and she said, "Hold on a second," and a crowd of people came. Next thing you know, she was gone, and they said they found her body in a car at the border. They had cut her open and stuffed drugs in her body, and the people at the border realized that she wasn't moving, and it was just so sad. I'm like, oh my God. They were like, you guys need to be careful going over to them places. And the reason why they're not reporting those deaths and the things that's happening to the tourists, because the Americans are bringing in so many millions and millions of dollars in tourism. So they don't want to put that out there to let the American people know these are the things that are going on, because they don't want to lose that money. If we find out that this has been going on a lot, nobody's going to go to Mexico no more. And they're not going to have Cabo. They're not going to have all those beautiful villas and things. That stuff is going to cease to exist, because ain't nobody going to go out there anymore. Yes, the lady that went over there was on medicine, and allegedly Nature Boy was supposed to convince her not to take her medicine, and she died allegedly, but his ex-cult member are blaming him. Wow.
I don't know, but April showers, and my name is Darlene April. I don't condone no one killing anybody that belongs to the LGBTQ community.
Right.
I don't have the heaven or hell to put nobody in, and
Exactly.
I don't condone no friends murdering a girl on a vacation. This is just crazy.
Can you put her comment up? Lady, I can't see. First of all, I wonder why people want to go any place that their own people are running from. I'm just saying they running for a reason. Right, exactly. I don't believe that the people that are coming across the border are literally running from their country. They are finding out that America, oh, you can come over here and get free money. That's what Biden said. You can come get free money. So they're seeking asylum in order to get here once they get the money, because I'm pretty close to the border, and all the people that allegedly say that they're afraid of their country, the border is filled with those same people going back visiting on a constant basis. So if you're afraid of going to your hometown, or you say that your family's in danger if they if you don't leave your hometown, why is it that every chance you get, you're back over there, visiting and doing the things that that you wouldn't normally do? So it's like America, we are like a big old sucker. We allow people to come here and just do whatever they want to do, but guarantee you cannot go to other countries and do what you want to do over there, or there will be consequences. You know,
Yeah,
places like
Brittany Griner is a prime example.
right. But the thing of
Yeah,
it is, she knew she shouldn't, because they tell you
right.
when you go overseas, they tell you don't have anything, don't have no type of substance, and you've been going there for years. You literally play for Russia. You played on their basketball team, so you knew not to have that stuff on you, whether it be prescription or not. Our prescription of drugs are not always acceptable in other countries, and that's why she's in the position that she's in, because she knew better. And it's unfortunate that you got caught. And they said, at one report said that it was one cartridge, but another report said that there were multiple cartridges. So that's why they felt like she was out there to distribute. For one cartridge, I don't think that they would try to grab you for a one cartridge and say that you're trying to distribute one um, marijuana cartridge. She had to have had multiple for them to say that she was trying to, they thought that she was going to distribute drugs. So it had to be more than one, more than two, more than three. It had to be a number of them for them to say that. I don't see them getting you for one miserable cartridge.
Well, it's unfortunate that America, the United States, that this divided America, is a
Mm-hmm.
country that is so full of hate right now. It's just awful. And I know
Mm-hmm.
this place, Cabot, is like how old Acapulco used to be back in my day. I don't even know if anybody goes to Acapulco anymore. When I was coming up, we all flocked to Acapulco.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Cabot. Mm-hmm. Or Cabo, whatever they say.
Cabo.
Cabo.
Yeah, Cabo.
And I want to take a cruise. I
Yeah,
might not take one now if they
people
going
go
into
to
different countries.
people
Hell, I
go to
don't know.
People go to Cabo, they go to Baja, and people be saying Baja. It's a H. It's Baja. They say Baja, but it's Baja. They go to Baja, Mexico, and Albuquerque. They go to Puerto Vallarta. All that crap. I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. Keep my butt. If I want to, I am. Let me shut my mouth because I'm about to say something. I'm about to say something. Let me shut up, honey, because California look like Cabo.
Well,
If I want to
doesn't
go to
sound
Cabo,
like-
I just step out my door. Hell, yeah. So, yeah, it is a lot of hate, and I don't know. It's like a dark spirit of hate. I don't know where it came from when it entered in, but it's thick. It's very thick. And speaking of crimes, like there was some people that went to a Elton John concert this weekend, and the guy accidentally bumped a guy's car, and he was getting out to see the damage. So both of the people got out the car and just attacked the guy that actually bumped his vehicle, and they attacked the woman. And both of them, when the police came, both the husband and the wife, was left unresponsive, and somebody recorded it. And I'm like, this is crazy. The person was getting out to see what they had done. It was an accident. And you get so angry that you just attack the people. How do you not know the man had money to say, hey, why don't you get this fixed? Let me give you my insurance information so you can get your car fixed. No, you knocked this man out and he's still knocked out. He got brain injury and other injuries, because you can't control your temper. So I don't know where all this anger is resulting from. Yeah, that's really sad. So they got the video of the two people that assaulted the husband and wife. You can see them clearly. So they're not going to be able to get away with it because the witnesses stepped forward and told what happened. So it's like you're gone out here. You do something, because they did another guy like that years ago, and the person is still in jail. They're not letting him out because this man is now, he was a fully functioning gentleman, and now this guy has some type of damage where he can't do anything for himself. So they got life in prison. And it's just so, let me shut my mouth.
No, it's a lot.
No, I'm just saying, it's just like, I don't want to offend
DJ
anyone.
Chuck, Shanquella's funeral was yesterday.
Oh, her birthday, it was yesterday. Yeah, it happened yesterday.
She had a nice homegoing service. They had
Oh,
her.
yeah, that casket was beautiful.
Yeah. And
I hope they catch them jokers. I really hope they hurry up and get them. They need to be put somewhere where they do like very, very hard labor. They need to have like no food, no water. You got to work for everything you get. They need to suffer just like they made her suffer.
Yeah.
All of them. Even the little boy said, "You're not going to hit back." You had an opportunity to stop that, homeboy. I don't care if those were my friends.
We want to thank those people out there in Colorado Springs that had the courage to stop this gunman. Those are heroes.
Hold on a second. I keep telling people that it's a war.
You dirty people that didn't stop Shanquella from being murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all dirty.
Mm-hmm. Real talk. Y'all name will forever be
Lady
blood.
Anna. Yeah, this case it's been stirred up some memories in me. Because everybody ain't your friend.
Sure ain't.
These folks is dirty out here. They're having an agenda going, and you don't even know what happened.
Right. And that's what happened to that baby.
And then when you react, you the problem. So see, this case involved a lot of memories of me with how some dirty people did me.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop down, Miss April. I gotta go take care of this boy, but
I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna end this show.
Yeah, I need to go get
the April Showers Network. We do not condone anybody from the alphabet people being murdered.
Right.
We do not have a heaven or hell to put anybody in. I was taught to love, not hate. And if you want to give a closing statement, we can end the show.
Okay, I just like Miss April say, you guys, I'm gonna say this. If you've been around that one person, two people, group of people, and every time you're around them, something always go wrong, or somebody mistreated you, And it's like little signs. Pay attention to those signs, because the more you let those things slide, the more and more a person is going to do, because people take people's kindness for weakness. They think you're weak. Pay attention. If you have a feeling and people say something told me, whatever that something is, whatever it means to you, pay attention to that first gut feeling. Don't ignore it. Don't allow anybody to coach you into doing something and you didn't feel right about it in the first place. Because a lot of times when you say, I wasn't going to go here and I went anyway, and darn, this happened, that goes for people too. If you get that feeling, that's your warning. Pay attention to that warning sign. If that person is sometimey, acts funny with you, stay away from that person. They're showing you that they have a potential of doing something to you and harming you, because it could be a sign of jealousy. So that's what I want to say to you guys. I want to tell you guys, blessed Thanksgiving, blessed Christmas, blessed New Year coming in. And please, please, please talk to your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, nephews. Let them know, like Miss April say, everybody ain't your friend. That's what I have to say, Miss April.
Everybody ain't your friend and everybody ain't your family, neither. Mm-hmm. So, again, April showers, sending love to all people, all the mankind. I don't have a heaven nor hell to put anybody in. Everybody have a great night.